part then. So, looking here, we got Gloom and Zoom versus sidestreet chaps. It's going to be our Necro versus Dark Elves. So, just watching the setup real quick, just to get you guys up to date. Gonna be looking through the first couple turns and get it going. So we do have 2 replacements for the Dark Elves. So both teams are going to be running their 13-man roster. It's going to be interesting. And the Elves got the kickoff, which probably means the Necro won the toss. And it seems the Chaps have a Wizard, and can't pull up what else they had, but I think I saw they had Fame. High kick for the Elves, right on the LOS. So I'm fiction. Bounce out here could be terrible. But now we got the runner. Picked up the ball and is just going to take 7 squares back. I can totally agree with that.
Yeah, elves tend to want to keep the ball far away.
Very true. Seeing an interesting choice of Dauntless on this blitzer. Probably going in against the werewolves and the flesh golems on this one. But just taking a hit on a zombie where you can.
Okay, tell me where you are and I'll zoom to it.
I am on turn 1 for fiction. Or sorry, the side street chaps. Who are receiving, so I'll look from their side. It seems like we mostly just backed off and made the elf screen. Feel like leaving ourselves a little bit out in the open here. Considering he can just take 2 GFIs to hit the runner for a 2 die. Probably just going to be using our dump off to pass to a blitzer though. Still not a great thing to leave open.
Okay, I am at the start of Fiction's turn 1. Tell me when you get there.
Will do. He just actually got there.
Sweet.
Just saw the white blitz. And he didn't pile on, which makes sense. Seems like we're going to be covering the right side a bit. Making our own little screen. I'm honestly surprised he didn't go for that blitz he had.
Yeah, I mean, you have these 8 movement players. They,
I guess he didn't want to overcommit because he could get surfed in turn, but with the Witch Elves on the other side, I think I would have felt safe.
Well, his werewolf has sidestep, right? So surfing wouldn't be too big of a problem.
Yeah. It probably depends on which one he chucks over there, if it's the Mighty Blow one or not. But it didn't really matter which one he chucked. And with these elves not having a Mighty Blow, it's not too scary, I feel.
In fact, I don't think they have a double at all on their team.
Yeah, they do. Strong Arm.
Okay, strong arm. Yeah.
Seems like we're going to be going for the left side of their offensive. Clumping a bit more than I would want here. And letting those witches be blitzed. I'm guessing the main strategy is to hope that he commits somewhere, or he's split apart too much that he can run in the middle as the elves.
I believe in general you just want to keep the field as open as possible. Capitalize on your opponent.
Hitting the strength 4 blitzer, not getting it though. Adding more guard because you can always have more. I don't like basing the ghoul on the witch elf. Even though there's guard next to him, that's still able to be a jump up hit. Seems like we're about to get to live here. Might be setting up for a good old foul. And we break armor, and that's an injury with Dirty Player. So now we're going to have a minus agility that's immediately appoed into a badly hurt, which means they're back to the subs. So that's going to be a big removal for
always
turn
risky appoing a permanent injury, but you have to keep them around.
Yep. Especially if you're going to want to keep your players to the next one, and that is a Juggernaut Witch, so the surfing threat is a good thing with her. Block doing a thing, and we fail our first dodge from tackle, and not going to be able to reroll it, so we'll leave us stunned. And the right side seems to just be kind of potato town with the runner.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you would put the ball in such an easily blitzable spot.
Yeah, especially since the werewolf can just surf him.
I believe you take that every day.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can easily generate the hit with the white to free up your wolf too. I don't think I would roll much more dice than that. Push is good enough. I think we're sending our blitz over. In which I'm pretty sure we're going to see dump off happen.
Yeah, I mean, in case of being surfed or dumping off to a square, at least you have a little more control over where it goes with the dump off.
Yep. So I don't really agree with him knocking the Raj Elf up. I think I would have kept it down, even though it would have been an easy pass. Still a strong harm to kind of compensate. Yeah, travel scrabble. I think more the thing is, oh, why didn't he blitz there?
No, he did. It's just it doesn't show the lightning bolt when
Oh, gotcha.
you have a dump off being processed.
Gotcha. So we got one push, in which he's obviously going to take it and just go for the sideline. Maybe use the reroll if he doesn't make the GFI, but he works. And that's one player off. And he still has one to mark up the ball with, so he's in a nice spot over there.
At least he'll be back, but it's not ideal getting your best thrower with the ball pushed off the field.
Yeah. And now Gloom and Zoom are going to be quite happy with the ball. Ooh, rerolling double skulls, finding it POW. But Gloom and Zoom are going to be happy with having the ball in 2 tackle zones, especially with their stand firm flesh goal Mari there.
It's going to be hard to scatter this ball because both of the players are strength 4.
Yep. So, POW on our blodgers. Which is going to let us kind of throw the elves in between everybody. Which is honestly quite nice. And then I don't think I would take this last zombie hit. Just leave him where he is. He's thinking about it. Oh, he took it. I guess he's putting one more tackle zone on the ball, but now it's going to be easier for him to just blitz and hit the zombie onto the ball. Is what I don't like about this. Maybe just using the Roger, moving around, hitting down. You scatter?
Yes, definitely with the Raj, because then it's a 2 dice. It's a relatively safe scatter. I mean, obviously, it could go down and closer to the werewolf, but...
Very fair. I do like him bringing the blitzer back as a safety, and not really an easily marked range, unless he just wants to throw a white over there. Feel like we're probably going to move our tackle blitzer over to try to get an assist.
Okay.
I don't like this play. I would have liked him better if he just took the scatter with that guy instead, and then you could actually had more presence. Because I don't feel like that's where you'd want to be with it on the elves.
So he's just opting to mark up the ball and give up this drive?
I don't think he's necessarily giving up the drive. I think it was mostly supposed to be so he could hit the flesh golem too, but it didn't work out.
So if he was hoping that if he got the POW on the first block, then he could
Exactly.
hit the flesh golem.
Don't think I would just throw him on the ghoul like that. Probably would have been better to even have him side marked on the zombie just to stop the assist. And I think I might have just gone with the ball. Can't really get surfed, or you could get surfed from that position, but means he's not really doing much with the ball if you fail. And it's a lineman.
Problem is this gets your blitzer surfed now.
Yeah. Though, I'm wondering if he actually wants the Raj dead more than the Blitzer.
Well, I think that both the blitzer and the Raj represent equally dangerous players to his werewolves, at least in terms of sacking the ball because of tackle.
It's quite fair. Seems like he's just going to keep marking quicker and forebodinger. Which makes sense.
Of course, when you roll POWs, you're not you can't surf, but
Well, he's aiming to surf the other one.
That.
He was just clearing the tackle blitzer. He's going to go for the Raj now, I feel. But yeah, of course. If you don't get pushes, you can't surf him.
Well, this guy's out.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe not. I would re-roll that, I think.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you do, because you have such an advantage on the pitch.
This is going to give him that one extra player off, and that's going to be a big deal. Though I would skip on picking up the ball, and I would go for the foul next. And just go for numbers, numbers, numbers. The next one I would hit is definitely that witch elf on the ground.
I mean, if you push the numbers a lot this half, you're pretty much guaranteeing that the wizard can't come out this half.
For sure. The only problem is he hasn't gotten a straight removal. That's going to be
they'll
worth
all
the
be
darn.
back for the next half.
Can you see what inducements Rock Lobstrosity has? Because it's not wanting to pull up for me. Oh, there it is.
I see wizard.
I don't see any babes.
No babes, yeah.
It's interesting. Yep. Yeah. So he just opted to mark more. Now we're getting a foul. It's going to be on our Lodge Blitzer. Wolf Rider's dead is sent off. And I don't think we have any more DP, which is a sad thing. I think I would have gone after the Witch Elf, to be honest, though. That's more scary to me than the Blitzer.
I mean, yeah, they're both Blodge players, so take the one with a few extra skills, I guess.
Yep. So we get the knockdown on the ghoul. What do we do after this point? I feel like we're going to have to make something happen quick, or else we're not going to have players to hold on to the ball. So maybe we bring around the witch, do a GFI out, pass it to our dodge guy, and just potato up a bit.
I wouldn't hate that play. When you're elves with this few players on the pitch, you kind of just have to roll the dice and hope.
Yep, and the main way you could protect it is just by putting a blitzer and doing some GFIs. It's not a pretty play, but sometimes you just have to do it.
And with all the fouling coming in, the best way to protect your players is to just reset the board, get them into better positions by scoring.
Hmm. Seems like we're taking a jump up hit. It's going to result in the POW, which is always nice. Which is also going to mean he's not on the killer, but the killer can just go after him. Or the strength 4 if he wants. Fails a dodge with the tackle blitzer. Electing not to reroll, which I kind of like.
Most likely it will take 2 turns to score from any crazy play, so having both your rerolls available for that attempt is good.
It's true. Honestly, I think I would just pick up with Speedo McPessimism and just zoom off with the ball. Mark the tackle blitzer with the zombie, and then just stall up there. No need to keep it down here. Oh wait, I'm looking at it the wrong way. But pickups and still going forward isn't too hard. But he's going to have to start moving it down, I think. At least get the ball in his hands.
Making all the safe moves first, which is always a good thing to do.
Yep. Just boxing in everything that he doesn't want. Hello, hello.
Hey.
Who's our new co-caster since I can't check Discord at the moment?
Yeah, it's D's. I'm one of the playoff coaches.
Ah, I got you, D's. Welcome, welcome.
And myself, I am T-Self. I'm also in the playoffs.
Got a very upstanding crew here.
Do you have your stream up?
Yes, my stream is already up. This is for the Fiction versus Rock Lobstrosity game. So we got the ball. Seems like we're just going to bring it back into our little cage.
Werewolves are so fast, there's no real reason to potato it up the field yet. He has
That's
plenty of
true.
time. Electing to keep his players a little spread out to not entice the fireball out.
That's fair. But this ghoul, where would you put it? Because he really can't get to a safe spot, and he's just going to leave an open hit, in my opinion.
I almost like just dodging him downfield, or maybe just sitting him on the tackle blitzer and
Super dangerous being next to the tackle guy, but I guess there's no getting away from him.
It's true.
yeah.
I think he's probably just sitting next to the werewolf so he can't get punched, which I can appreciate. Especially when he has no guard to actually make that a 2-die now.
Those
Actually, he
some
could.
terrifying werewolves, by the way.
For sure. Honestly, if you're the chaps, do you just put your dodge lineman on the side, mark with your tackle blitzer, hit the werewolf?
I mean, it's a thing, but it's got sidestep and blodge, so you're fishing for a pal.
It's true.
He's got the tackle guy, so I mean he can make it a 1 dice and just hope for something good, but it's not good.
It's fair. Seems like we're just gonna run away and try to do
At
something.
this point, he's in damage limitation mode. He just wants to try and see if he can protect his players and stop a score, get into the half tide.
Honestly, he's probably just gonna bail out his witch soon. That or take some dodges with his blitzer to get in the way. That's on the ground with blodge.
Not sure I like marking the ghoul. I mean, I understand that you don't want it dodging, but it is still a strength 3 player and can still hit you.
Yep. Rolling a 1. Gonna use the reroll. Make her dodge. Looks like we're just gonna bail out just by taking hits. Which I don't hate.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want your... gonna say you don't want your witch still based with the
Well,
piling
no, the
on.
witch is actually gonna hit the
Yeah,
killer,
the witch is gonna hit the piling on. Makes sense.
because he can just do one more movement up, and 2/2 dies. We find a POW, and I think I might even just hit it right here with his lineman, because he has spares still. Could be worthwhile. Yep, here comes the foul. Oh, and he's doing the run-up too. See a break into a stun. It's actually going to be quite good in this point because now I can't just pick up the player and kind of negate a lot of tackle zones and just rush. He's going to have
Pretty
to move
safe
a bit.
foul because he does have the bench for the next drive, and on this drive he's already horrendously outnumbered. Losing that player really wouldn't have changed anything.
Mm-hmm. So if I'm fiction, I'm probably just moving up my flesh golems and the zombie, and maybe just the other werewolf, make our cage, move into the cage. Also taking that hit's pretty valid.
The weird thing is the player you really want to be blitzing with this turn is
Holding
the
the
ball
ball.
holder, so
Yeah.
I guess his
Always-
other white is fine though.
It's always a problem with Necro teams. Your star players are just good at everything.
Yep. I think we might see a GFI here from the zombie just to make this a full cage, then take the block with the Google. Or we
Either
use
that
our
or
werewolf.
the other werewolf, yeah.
But I don't like using the other werewolf for that. He's going to take it, and now it's a juicy fireball if we get there. We'll have to see if... He probably doesn't want to take it in all honesty, but... Still, that's 2 werewolves and a flesh
I wonder if
golem.
he's going to make the GFI to blitz the witch with his tackle.
He doesn't have to stall for super long if he does get lucky and get knocked down some of the
Ooh.
wolves. And,
Ooh, that's
you know,
last
Oh, one
reroll.
and nine.
on him.
I do agree with the
Yeah.
reroll, because now he can't knock down the flesh golem.
Okay, so he is taking the GFI to blitz.
Getting nothing out of it, though. Not too big of a deal, either way.
He lives.
Yeah, Travel Scrabble. I'm just saying, the fireball looks nice, but it's not needed.
Usually as elves you want to save your wizard use for
A bolt.
not only stopping a score, but scoring back at the same time.
Yeah, usually it's the pick up pass score. Or
Never
get
know
into
with
a nice
elves,
stall.
they could score.
Yeah. But, speaking of that, if he could get the ball, he does have a witch elf or a lineman that could, or even a blitzer that could easily just run up and be pretty much out of range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that blitzer would not be catchable if it got to him.
Yeah.
And with agility forward's not even that hard. He just really needs to get this ball on the ground.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't see a lightning bolt being enough
Yeah.
unless you get really lucky. Just because of the strength 4 corners that are hard to knock out.
For
You're
sure.
really risking it if you lightning bolt here.
And the
I
fireball
wouldn't
would
lightning
probably
bolt,
just
I'd
be...
fireball.
Uh,
If I was going to use the wizard, I'd definitely fireball. But it doesn't look like he's taking that.
no. We're moving our lineman. I don't hate this. Looks like we're going to be fishing for a POW. Or hitting with tackle. Though I think he's set up for the
Two
assist wrong.
GFIs?
2, 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yes.
who he wants to be doing this with. Oh,
Oh,
because
no,
he's adding
he's
a
adding
third
another
assist.
assist. Okay. It all makes sense.
No dice.
Oh, it's because it's Blodge Step he's doing this. Makes sense. It's probably going to be following up just to get the tackle on. The only problem is we're going to have an easy chain push.
What else does he even do here, though? I mean, it's gonna be hard to stop the score regardless.
Yep. Hey, Tenethor, we just have a playoff match. So if I'm Gloom and Zoom, I'm probably just going to be marking the outsides of this blob of elves, and then taking your hits with your werewolves, right? Maybe
If I'm
just
Gloom and
taking
Zoom,
it
I'm
on...
really happy that the elves have no one in scoring range.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's for sure. But I think you maybe just move up a couple zombies to mark the outer elves, then you hit with Quicker and Forebodinger on the Tackle Blitzer. Then you get a nice stall spot.
Yeah.
If you can.
Still a lot of Blood Bowl left, but this half looks to be going for Gloom and Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
The only saving grace for Rock is that he still has his wizard. He still has a full team for the next half. There wasn't enough permanent injuries.
Also, the second play is there's a zombie blitz he can do for a 1-die on the tackle guy, and then you can also free up your wolf doing this. And we're seeing it.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. So, probably taking the POW. You hit Quicker and Forebodinger away. Yeah. Wouldn't have sidestepped there, but it gets the job done.
Now I wonder if he wants to try and score this turn, or if he has the players to stall.
I feel like if he was going to score this turn, he wouldn't have sidestepped away.
Oh, he's switching sides. That's why. Because the zombie can come down, and the white comes down. Then the werewolf can be the side cage corner.
Ah, yes.
Very smart.
Who needs a sideline cage?
Yeah. And the zombies can make this relatively safe.
And he did eke out the one extra square to make it no GFIs next turn.
Yeah. I think I'd probably just dodge the ghoul away. No need to keep him there. I like this a lot. No need to even take those extra GFIs or anything.
The only problem is that, you know, leap is still a thing with Witch Elf. You could try.
Oh,
for
there's the
something.
fireball. Both
Oh,
dogs
it's
are
big.
down. That's a KO on Quicker and
Oh
Forebodinger.
shit!
Oh my gosh. Who sent this fireball?
Oh shit!
Okay, that's no regen, and that's a recoverable ball. But I don't
Oh.
think the Necro can score next turn. Yeah, Necro
It's
can't
unfortunate.
score.
If the line elf at the halfway line had just, you know, dodged out and moved upfield, he could have potentially scored off this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that officially.
That stops the score, though. But it's
You
Gloom
want-
and Zoom's offensive next.
No,
So,
you know, moving that lineman really fucked him because he just set up a possible chain push. Oh no, he
Yeah.
can't do it because the ball's there. But he could chain push the wolf up, and then the wolf
Yeah.
could run to the end zone, and you can try and pass it to the wolf.
You could still chain push.
yeah, you can chain push. You'd have to scatter the ball, though. It's not that bad.
Well, no, if
No, you
put-
don't have to scatter the ball. You can just fill in
Yeah,
the
like
three
up
spots
top.
below
Oh, I
the
see.
lineman.
Yep. Oh, he's even helping out with it now.
Yeah, I
That's-
don't know what he's thinking here.
Probably not seeing it. Yeah, and that white doesn't have to do a GFI to get that going.
It's still going to be a bit of a Hail Mary, but, you know.
But
At this
I think
point,
he's
just
going
having
for
a
the foul.
chance.
Fouling is
Ooh.
the only reason I would put these
Yeah.
players next to him.
If he's doing that, I would dodge out that blitzer and even add an assist. Now do it to where if he's going to do the chain push on the werewolf, it goes in between players still. Taking a blitz.
Interesting.
I don't agree with that blitz at all. Like, I could see it maybe on the ghoul, but now you just lost
It's definitely
the assist on the
setting up
foul.
a big
Definitely
foul here.
fouling. Elven boots.
So 2 assist
I'm
foul.
interested that he left his lineman on the side
Yep.
unmoved before the foul.
I mean, he was getting nowhere, I don't think. So he's just going to run him away. Makes sense.
So Necro still has a play here. I don't know. I don't think that was smart to leave this open, but he must not have seen it.
Okay, so what is this?
How do
The
we do
white
it, though?
fills in the spot. The zombie blitzes with a GFI.
Yeah.
The
Then I think
ghoul
your
is
ghoul
your
has to
pickup.
hand off with.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hard
Unfortunately,
pickup, though.
it's gonna be in 3 tackle zones.
Well, hopefully it's only in one tackle
You
zone
know,
after the
honestly,
chain push.
I wouldn't hate hitting with
Two
the white,
tackle zones.
scattering the ball, and then pushing down with, like, the zombie. Because that's just a bad spot to try to pick up from anyway.
Here's a question:
That could be
Is there any way for him to set up a way to both hit this wrestle piece and also blitz push the wolf?
What's their play here?
Anything to
Doesn't
get less
look
tackles
like
onto
he's
the ball.
chain pushing.
No.
Oh well, his flesh golem can still score.
Oh, can it?
Hinder der dejection.
Oh, that must be his plan.
So it looks like he's gonna try and hit the wrestle off the ball. Blitz.
Yeah, blitz off with a werewolf.
Blitz the blitzer off or the witch elf off.
I think you go for the witch elf. Though he has claw, so the blitzer still is valid.
Oh no!
Oh. He doesn't have a reroll.
That's always hard to see.
So many double skulls this playoff. So many. He's gonna have to eat it. And he's just gonna be hoping that doesn't remove another wolf.
Don't think he's unhappy though. I mean, he's in the half. It's tie game. It's his drive, and there's no wizard.
That's not good.
I think that's a pretty.
Yeah. Honestly,
Beam down on-
he's just done, so he's good. As long as the werewolf comes back into play, he's gonna be fine. Which we don't see.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. That's a really big swing there because this second half, I think the elves kicked last half.
Yep.
The elves
elves received.
Oh,
So
well,
I still think the Necro can still make this work.
but they gotta make it work with one werewolf, and
And one white.
if the elves are able to stall this out, you know, Gloom and Zoom is not gonna have a one-turn attempt.
In fact, I mean, I think that puts the Necro down a player on field, right?
I think they are down one since they only had 2 bench.
Their
That
ball
fireball
carrying
was-
options are really limited. Oh, it was big.
At
Yeah.
this point, the ball carrying option is your killer werewolf.
Ghoul. I mean, I would just carry on the ghoul. Even though he has the tackle block guy, it's just, he's going to need his killer going around to kill stuff.
Yeah.
That's just the
Well, he still has
cinematics, I think.
the palm white to kill things with, but
That's fair.
I feel like if you put it on the ghoul, you're asking for a witch to come in and just easily nab the ball off you.
But it's interesting
Or
to
even the
note
tackle blitzer.
that even the 3 people we're mentioning, those are his only agility 3 players on the team. So it's just like, you know, most of them are killers. He doesn't want to ball carry on them, but he kind of has to.
Very fair opinion there. I think we're probably going to be setting up zombies on our sidelines to protect the blitz, because even Dark Elves can kind of take advantage of that.
They're slow by elven standards, but they're still rather fast.
Yeah.
6 move 7, slow.
I mean, when your cousins have 4 movement 8, it's kind of slow. Seems like we're going to take the one-sided setup, which I like, but this is going to be really weak to a blitz. if it comes down to that side. Also going to be switching to Necro View.
If he's getting blitzed, I don't know what his options are anyway, though. Like, he might just be screwed.
Well, no. This is a lot better for the blitz. Just to have something in the way. Though, brilliant coaching, extra reroll. Both coaches are going to be happy for this overtime format.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I think is interesting is to see the Dark Elves actually have the fame, which is surprising.
they rolled an
considering
11.
that they're a first season team, and Gloom and Zoom has been around for a while.
It's very fair. It's also just, you kind of get diminished returns the more games you play, where it settles out about 10. And with a lot of playoff coaches, they had a really nice season. So, you're hitting that range pretty often with each coach.
The lower divisions are crazy like that because, you know, you see players like leaving mid-season sometimes. You know, there's usually a huge kind of variance in skill. Like you'll find Div 1 coaches that are coming out of these lower divisions, but you know, then there's also people that need a lot more work on their game to really like step it up.
Or you have a division like my division and 4 bye weeks.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
that
like,
sounds boring.
You're gonna have so much money, so much free SPP, and not a lot of damage being dealt to your team. So then you come up and you actually have a pretty good shot.
Yeah. Seems like we're taking the blitz on the blitzer.
No damage.
No. Took the both down. Just to use
He's just
Juggernaut.
showing off.
Yeah, Juggernaut.
He had to feel good about his skill choice.
I gotta say that Juggernaut, if he hits that Witch Elf who's only got Wrestle and Dodge, she is really gonna feel the pain on that.
It's pretty true.
Probably
Honestly, it
one
might
of
have
the
been
more underrated skills.
would have might been a nice idea in case he didn't get the knockdown here to even use it. Maybe we just kind of move up our zombies just 1 square or 2 squares. Oh, we're going for a foul. I think.
Does he go for a foul? I mean, he's down players.
I think he's just trying to carve out as much position as he can.
It's pretty fair.
So it does look like you're right, and the ghoul is gonna be
Snakes, but he
carrying.
picks it up anyway.
But then the werewolf takes it and says, "Look, I'm the better carrier."
It's funny that just the failed pickup is turnover, even if you catch it. Unlike the inaccurate
pass.
Stuff.
Though if you fumble a pass and someone catches it, it's still turnover too.
Is it? Oh yeah, I guess that's true too.
Though I'm probably going to see the elves probably hit one of those zombies that's making the screen, and then kind of rushing the werewolf in the back.
Yeah, I feel like putting as many of your players between the mass at the halfway line and the ball is a good idea.
I'd
You have the
honestly like to
movement.
see a screen just between them. Because that can eliminate a lot of the responses.
Oh,
Your
here
biggest
we go.
advantage as an elf team most of the time is just the ability to position better. But it looks like he's opting to get rid of the scary blitzing piece.
Targeting the Palmer is always a good option.
I don't know, I feel like that's going to let him kind of actually
And
put
let
the
him
ball where he
connect
wants
his
it now.
team again. Yeah.
You can't move up too far though, because his zombies are only going to be able to protect so much.
I feel like he would have pushed harder for the ball if the ball hadn't been caught by the werewolf, but
No.
it's still tough.
There's no point in moving too far up because with move 8, he'll just run right around him if he moves up.
Movement 8 and dodge. It's a very mobile player.
It's so gross.
Marking zombies now. It's interesting. But when the elves have more players, I guess he's just going to try to mark one for one and work it out.
Yeah, he's got no block, so he's just hoping that he can't get anything going there. Or at the very least, burn some rerolls for overtime.
The Dark Elves do have sidestep on a movement 7 player, so it's not unreasonable to one turn, but it's not easy. So I do think he has to either force an early score from the Necromantic or turn them over.
Yep. I think maybe we're just bringing our cage where our flesh golems are. And
Yeah.
a zombie. And maybe just take a 3+ with our killer to make another cage corner. And then just kind of set it down there for a second. Seems to agree.
Yeah.
Still
Now that the
touch-
ball is on the werewolf, it feels like it's going to be difficult to cut off it. Strength 4 Blodge. Very good ball carrier.
Just gonna have to see what he wants to do.
I think he's really hoping for some damage in this half.
For sure. Maybe just trying
Speaking
to move
of
some flesh
damage.
golems. Nice KO. I
Big
think
hit
that
from
puts the elves
Hinderer.
on the same player count now. Do we see a dodge out from our killer White to hit the strength 4 piece?
No, he
I think
wants
the
that
killer's just going to take the 2 dice on the Witch Elf.
definitely
pretty
all
fair.
day, because with only Wrestle, she is going to get hit hard, and he's got Pylon Mighty Blow for the big hit.
Pile on
Natural
time.
armor break.
And that's a dead witch elf.
Oh,
For real.
shit.
She got appoed earlier. It's
She
gone
took
for
an
good, guys.
agility loss in the first half and a death in the second half.
And now it looks like the
Goodbye.
Necro's going to be up quite a few players if this stretches out.
I think I gotta say, I hope the Necro keep that zombie. Always nice to have an elf around.
There is statistical evidence to prove that elves turn into zombies make better players.
Big
than
old
normal
zombie
zombies.
dog.
Yeah.
It's funny, I actually, in the Greenhorn Cup to begin the season, I had a elf killed and resurrected who got both MVPs that game.
I think
It's
I
always a
saw you
pleasant
post
time.
that. That's legendary.
So, now as the elves, we're probably kind of a bit sad, you know. Just lost one of those nice pieces where he rolled doubles. But, how to make the best of the situation is to probably hit that guard guy and maybe mark someone up right on the werewolf. He does have a blodge step he can put over there.
How does he control this Palmer?
He would need to foul it, but he doesn't have a good foul area. Or just stay away from it is the other answer. Looking like he's doing a chain push here.
Chain push an elf onto the ball.
Yep.
I already used the Blitz though, so can't obviously make
Yeah.
a block here.
He's just going to be picking him up there. Making him have to force a hit.
At
With
least
no block,
stalls the cage a bit.
at least. Yep.
Alright, sock hands. Time to earn your pay. It's getting punch time.
Yep. think him and Optimal Touching are just going to stand up. So the Flesh Golem has to
I
either...
feel like because you just lost your Witch Elf, that you have to try and get a little more aggressive here.
That was probably one of his better sackers too, so he's hurting a little bit here.
Yep. His Surfer and Sacker.
With no Jug to help control these Flesh Golems and get them out of the way, that's also going to be a huge problem opening up the cage.
Yep. The only thing I don't like is that if he bails with his Blitzer with Blodge, that white has a pretty easy time hitting his plus strength Blodge Blitzer.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I would have just moved him back one space so he could at least screen him off. It's because it's the same effect, but I guess this way he can mark the guard zombie.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's just going to leave the wrestle there to say, you should move your cage, but
yeah, I just
I'm
don't
going to try
think
and
that's
control
pretty
where
valid.
you can move it to. Unfortunately, I think he can just move it to the side, not give up too much ground.
Oh, he's just going to go one back.
Steps back into the pocket.
Okay, so he just feels that he has enough time that he can spend a few more turns sitting here. Which is fair, since you do have a movement 8 ball carrier.
It's to his advantage every single second he wastes, every turn. That just helps push him closer towards either making this an overtime game or him winning 1-0. That's what he wants.
At this point, if I'm Fiction, overtime still doesn't look that great because he doesn't have that much of a bench to go off of. If one guy comes up out of his KO, he's going to be fine. And the Elves still are going to have 11 players. And potentially 12 still. With Rock Lobstrosity still having 4 rerolls. He's going to have to make something happen.
There's at least 2 or 3 KO rolls in between there, though, because if this is going to overtime, it's going to overtime because they both scored. I don't see both of them failing to score this whole half.
It's fair.
Oh, this
Dauntless
is big.
Light doing his damage. He's got the tackle hit. Do we follow up?
Ooh.
Alright, so he doesn't want to give up the foul. That's fair. We've already seen that the Elves are more than happy to take fouls.
Yeah. He's also threatening that wrestle player, which is pretty nice in my opinion. My only problem with this whole play is that he's just gone back one space. And this is going to let the Elves reposition into the screen they've really wanted.
Leaves the Blitzer free.
I don't hate that, honestly. He doesn't want to get his guard guy punched.
Feels very secure in his little cage.
And the one die was safer than dodging.
Mm-hmm. Getting our hits. Where's our blitz going to be going if we're the Elves?
It's probably just going to hit somebody on the outside. It doesn't look like he's going in on the cage at all. Screen install.
Wouldn't mind blitzing the block zombie. Pick up your lineman. Keep him unbased and relevant.
You could probably get a strength 4 guy in on the Palmer. Hit the white again.
Yep.
Just
He'd have to
needs
pick
to
up his
dodge on
wrestle
that
guy,
guy.
though.
Or he can move his dodge blitzer down to cover the zombie. Dodge out, go back in, and hit the white.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Anything to get that palm off your back would be nice.
Could also open up a play to put on his blodge step on the ball carrier, which I would like.
Hits a zombie. Oh, it's good.
Still surprised on the Dauntless choice on that blitzer. Don't think we've seen it actually used yet.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he got it for the matchup with the Strength 4 Werewolves.
It's
'Cause it just
super
leveled.
effective against any of the teams with big guys because, you know, a big problem with Palmers and keeping them relevant is they can be controlled. Like, you just sit a big strength dude on the guy and he has to dodge away and he doesn't want to take that role. But if he has Dauntless, suddenly it's scary to put
The Dauntless on the Dark Elf.
Oh, on the Dark Elf. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's interesting. I've actually been taking Fend in that spot on my my blitzers.
Mm-hmm.
I find that Blodge Step Fend actually does quite a lot of work in these types of matchups. So it's interesting to see the Dauntless, but if it does let him get a hit on the ball carrier and turns it into a 2 dice instead of a 1 dice, then maybe it will be worth it.
Now, is there a way to actually get a decent hit on one of these elves with your blitzer or with your bomber? Because the wrestle guy is still in the way, Mr. Sockhands.
He could likely hit the Blodge Stepper. I don't know about the strength, dude. But 2 dice should not be hard on the Blodge Step.
Would require committing 2 players, and then his cage wouldn't be as safe, but it's
He
probably
could just
worth
make
it.
the cage over there.
Yeah.
He's going to have to play the sideline, I feel. Though the elves are goading him into it.
Decides to stick around in the middle.
Seems like we're just going to take the same position again. Not sure if I like this.
Are you just giving up all your blitzes? I wonder if he's gonna dodge his white out instead and then do a blitz with it. But I feel like he would have to cover that corner of the cage first. Maybe with the other flesh golem.
Yeah, I just don't know where he's going with this.
1 dice on the Blodge Stepper?
Could also go for the Strength 4 with his Dauntless roll.
It is true. Okay, so it looks like he is going to try and move the cage over to the sideline. Or maybe
I think he
screen
just
it.
kind of changed his mind halfway.
Yeah,
Halfway,
because
yeah.
if he was going to do this, he really should have brought the guard flesh golem over.
Yeah. He could even blitz with the guard flesh golem on the side stepper. Just to move the guard in.
But then you got the sidestep into a spot you might not want it, which could be bad.
It's true.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the white dodge here.
No,
Or
it
try
is
1 die.
surfable, just so we all know. Just gonna have to do a couple dodges with the Witch Elf.
Leap. Oh, he dodges.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big.
Fine.
Finds
the hit.
POW.
Oh, he can just stay now and just palm it.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that sidestep choice.
No, that was a bad place to go. So now he can just be in a nice safe spot.
Oh yeah.
With the stun, though, I don't think you palm.
I
But
think you
even
do.
if
He
he
needs the
palms, he
removal.
covers that whole side because he's got a wall of bodies.
Mhm.
I think
I'd
he
palm.
likes having that player standing.
My only problem is I could see 2 red dice coming from the Witch by just going down and hitting the Werewolf. But
Yeah,
he decides
because
not to palm.
if the witch leaps, I mean, that's not gonna stop.
She doesn't
Witch
have
Elves don't
leap,
have leap, man.
but-
That's word answers.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
But even so, it's still two up dodges for
Mate.
Surf.
I'm too used to Sand Dune's team. Both of his witches have leap.
Yep.
Actually, no, this is amazing because this is a 1 dice surf.
Yeah, he just has to
This
take
is
around
almost a
the
2 dice surf.
one blitzer pretty easily. Can that line elf make it?
This is a 2 dice surf. So the strength
Yep.
blitzer goes in and provides an assist. The
Yep.
the wrestle provides an assist, and then you
Yeah, the
surf.
wrestler has to roll few
There's
GFIs
2 dodges
though.
for everyone.
2 dodges, 2 GFIs with the wrestle. Unless you mark the flesh golem, in
Unless
which
you
he
mark
can
the
do
flesh golem with,
one.
yeah.
But that would be 3 2+s from him with no reroll, and 1 2+ from the blitzer. Then you go for your surf. I would take that. Honestly, that's not that bad.
It feels all in, but it's really good.
Yeah. I don't agree with just picking him up though.
It feels like
Unless-
it's your best way of winning this game is to push this ball carrier off the field.
Okay, wait. He can just do it better with the Raj guy.
Yeah, the Raj guy. It's gonna be
Yeah.
1 GFI,
Okay.
2 dodges with dodge.
It's gotta move that.
Well, like I
strength.
said, if he just marks up the flesh golem, he doesn't have to do GFIs. And then the witch elf can go in the 2 tackle zone area and just push down.
Mhm.
He's gonna have to GFI away just to not get surfed though.
So this is what, 3 dodges, no GFIs, and 5 dodges, no GFIs, and 2 2-dice.
3 rolls on almost all of it though.
Rerolls on every single dice has a reroll.
I think this is
The
where you
hit.
go for it.
And we see the witch retreating.
Oh no.
Oh, that hurts.
I feel like we just missed the biggest opportunity.
I feel like we
You
missed a
can
legend
still
in the
go for the
making.
sack at least.
Yeah. Fiction did not set up that properly, and I felt like that should have just pushed him off.
Yeah, the dodging lanes were too easy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be giving up just 2+ dodges.
I think he's
Get
just
your
gonna
ball
go for the
served.
1 die, which, with what he had, I don't like it.
Oh! Does not get punished for taking this route.
Sometimes things just work. You obviously throw him to the sideline though.
Sometimes you roll 6s.
That's right.
Yeah. Blodge is a fake skill, guys.
Oh,
And
and
a
a stun. And it's out.
Yeah.
And it's down the field.
Oh my god.
That's recoverable too.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
shit.
haven't passed it, so
He
I
doesn't need to
almost
pass. He
feel
just runs
like
the lineman and holds it. I wouldn't
optimal
even mark the
touching-
zombie.
Yeah, go
No,
for
that's
it
what I mean though. Like, so I almost feel like optimal touching should just walk down there, pick up the ball, and heave it
Oh, you're
4
saying
squares
chuck it.
towards the end zone.
I don't hate that. But I would have based the zombie and just picked it up. I felt like that would have been just good enough for the moment.
Yeah.
Even though you'd have to risk 2 GFIs and a pickup. It's not that hard.
He's
The
not
real
go-
problem here is so the white can still reach the
Yeah.
ball.
As long as he
So I almost
picks up
feel
and
like
does a
you
GFI,
have to
he could
punt it.
avoid it.
Doesn't opt to punt. Doesn't even opt to pick it up. Wow.
Yeah. This
You
is,
have 4 rerolls. I mean, what are you saving them for?
Dude, he's just gotta
I
have
guess
the 2+ kickoffs, you know?
Maybe he just feels like he doesn't have to score right now. He's in such a good position that maybe he can hold out.
Well, I mean, I'm not even saying that he should score right now, but I feel like if the ball was further towards the end zone, be a little safer.
But who's gonna get to the ball at this point? I guess he
It's gonna
could try
have
and
to be the
blitz off.
white.
Yeah. And that's gonna be into a tackle zone. There's elves all over his backfield too.
If
Okay,
nothing
well-
else, the white can go blitz the Blodge blitzer. Or he's just gonna push it out of the way. That works too. So now
Still
we can go
tackles him
for a
instead of
1 die on the
So it's just a 3+
Lineman?
dodge blitz.
Yeah, I really don't agree with the elves not picking up the ball and just GFIing away if nothing else.
And I almost feel like you have to make this a 2 dice, but it requires 1 more dodge from the ghoul. Although maybe you just have to take the 1 dice and then pick up with the ghoul. It's pretty tough.
I don't hate actually putting the ghoul over there.
Either way, this flesh golem should mark the strength 4.
For sure.
I know that it's just a 2+ dodge with dodge away from him, but
It's at least
Sometimes
a
you
roll.
roll 1 in 36s, right?
That's right.
The only problem is that with the white where he is, you're losing 1 movement with that ghoul.
Okay, yeah, so
Oh.
the ghoul is marking, so this means we're seeing
Actually,
a 2
not really.
dice attempt.
Yeah. I think we're going to
Okay.
2-die.
Dodges
Ooh.
fails.
It's a rough
He
fail.
gets there. GFI
Now-
is successful, but only a push.
I think we just push him next to the ghoul. GFI 1 more without the reroll.
Yeah.
Opting to just sit in the middle. Not the worst choice, honestly.
Or at least he has a tackle zone on the ball.
Considering that the elves could have had the ball out of reach last turn, I feel like he has to be at least happy with not giving up a score here.
Yeah. His wolf is going to be massively controlled, so he needs to salvage this somehow.
Unfortunately, this is still a rather easy score for the elves.
Yep. Just dodge out the strength 4, hit the white. Probably can hit it to where
With
it
a
doesn't even-
GFI, you can hit him away from the ball and away from your player so that tackle is no longer relevant.
Yep.
And then it's just a dodge pickup GFI
Well,
for a
tackle's
score.
still not relevant because he has no dodge.
No, the lineman has that's the coolest
Yep.
dodge. So yeah, just push him off
So
the
there's a
ball and
knockdown.
dodge, pick
It's
up
going to be following
GFI.
up, but I bet.
That's all he needed.
Or he just picks up with the blitzer. But
Ooh.
you need a break on that white, I feel.
Well, he gets it.
He got the break.
Well, that's
That,
KO. I
Whew,
think we've almost sealed the
that's real
deal
bad.
on the Gloom Zoom.
Okay, so he should move his other players that are deep first before attempting this pickup.
I don't know. I think you take the dodge, pick up, and then you go 2 squares away from the touchdown line so he can't push you in. Then you take your dodge guy and dodge a 3+2+, and then get in front of the ghoul.
Like
still.
the tackle blitzer can just mark the flesh golem.
Yep.
That probably
Also just
seems
moving up
safe.
players that are way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way Gloom and Zoom is going to score this drive anymore.
I don't hate just like sitting on the end zone with this.
No, he
Yeah,
can't sit
force
next to
him
the
to
end
come to
zone,
you.
I feel, because the ghoul can just dodge and hit him in. Yeah, for the 7 movement, he'd just have to dodge twice right now. And then you get a push or better, and you throw him in the touchdown area, and then rush a quick score, hoping you get your werewolf and your killer back.
Yeah.
I
Because
just
you will
don't like
have
throwing
2
him that
turns
close.
at least. And with those werewolves, you can definitely 2-turn.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So I definitely think he should have gone back 1 more, and then he would have been safe from it. Even if he was knocked down, it's not a big deal.
He can mitigate the risk if he gets coaching opportunity down to block that dodge path that the ghoul wants to take.
Yep.
Yep.
Lex used the blitzer for 4+2+ instead. Don't think I would have done that first, but he's getting stuff done.
He still hasn't moved those 2 players in the backfield. I feel like that's a mistake in ordering.
It's very cautious. It helps if he fails something to make it so that he doesn't get punished as hard, but he really should be going all in right now. I think
Yep.
he has this.
Yeah,
Did he
considering
just
he
forget
has the
about the
ball,
witch?
I think he forgot about those 2 players in the back.
It is rather easy on the client to forget.
Yeah.
You just like have them off screen and you never look at them.
Okay, I think this is where you take the 5+4+, 3+, 1 die hit. I don't know. That's just still a rough roll.
Maybe he just feels like he has too many elves. He plays better with only 7.
It's just 2 GFIs if you take 2 dodges that are 3-ups. I don't hate that.
The other thing I could see is him blitzing the werewolf free and then running back, but he needs the 2 turn. I
Okay,
feel.
so he's going for the double GFI choice.
Oh
Two
yeah, that's way
dodges,
better.
2 GFIs, and he gets the
It
push.
works.
Yep.
And he gets
Oh!
a POW.
Wait, why did
Holy
you roll that?
shit.
I don't think that... That's a terrible
Reroll.
scatter for him.
Oh, jeez.
So now our werewolf's
Though,
gonna have to come
if
back.
the
and
elves pick
protect.
it up, it has to be a touchdown. Is the good news.
Yeah. Werewolf down.
Yep. Double fail, but he's not dead. As the elves, I'm pretty sure you just use your strength 4, dodge him out, hit the ghoul, and then maybe pick up with your blodge piece.
I don't hate stalling one more turn.
Yeah,
The
I
elves.
think he should try and bleed just one more turn. Then he'll still have 2 chances to pick up with a reroll. He'll probably
Like
get
the
it.
flesh golem and zombie are
True.
still so slow that they can only reach the end zone with double GFIs.
Yep. It's fair. Gonna be hitting the ghoul. No knockdown though.
Yeah. I like the discipline of not re-rolling that block, although I could feel he wanted to.
Yeah.
I would have re-rolled it. You have 4 re-rolls. You only have 3 turns left. I know it's an overtime format, but it's a lot of re-rolls.
Yeah, I can just feel him being like, oh man, if I do that in double skulls, what if I fuck this all up?
Yep.
Oh, going for
Oh,
the score.
fuck.
Okay.
Yep. Speaking of
So
So he
that ball
takes
up
the
and throwing
score
it.
and he gives Gloom and Zoom a way out.
Yeah. I'm guessing you didn't want to push from the ghoul to ruin it all. And that's 2
Oh,
wolves on the
man.
pitch with the killer. Gloom and Zoom's
That
gonna be
is-
really happy about this.
Instant punish on that.
Yeah.
You know, those KO rolls were not nice to him.
Yeah.
Both
Just
of
2
his
6s
opponents
and we're
and
back
not
in.
his.
So we're probably gonna see the 4 rerolls come into play next half. But
Well-
we do have a full team and 1 bench because of what
Yeah, you have to
Rock
feel like
Lobstrosty gave.
even though this gives Gloom and Zoom a chance, the ball is still in the elves' court, as it were,
yeah.
just with so many rerolls for the overtime.
It's far from over, but
Yep.
the fact that he gave away sealing up the game right there.
The problem
could
is,
be
you know,
disastrous.
if this is a 2-turn and then the Necro win the toss, it's pretty hard to stop werewolves from scoring.
Mhm.
Especially since this time he won't have the player advantage. This is a full Necro team.
Yeah, and he does have a sure hands werewolf for this, so if nothing else, he has a handoff play that's pretty easy. Though down to 1 reroll, he's gonna be hoping that the kick-up events are kind.
And a 2-turn here is probably going to burn that reroll.
1 reroll and he doesn't have the fame, so it's less likely that he gets the extra rerolls if they are rolled. Especially since it's only a D3 on coaches or cheerleaders, so having fame makes a huge difference on those rolls.
Do we know if either team has any coaches or cheerleaders?
I don't think Gloom and Zoom
I
do.
believe we already saw a coaches Jing and they didn't have any bonuses, so I don't think they do. And I think we would be able to see them on the sidelines, correct? I'm
I
not
don't
sure if
think
that's
so.
one of those things that's...
I think that's
I know
tabletop
that Blood Bowl 2 likes to show those types of things, but I'm not sure.
I don't think they model it in Blood Bowl 2. It's something that's just optional on the tabletop.
Seem to be doing a heavy right, and we're gonna try not to overcommit it. That's what we're doing.
It's interesting setup from the Dark Elves. His
Yeah.
Witch isn't even really safe back there. I'm not sure what the setup does.
I don't know either, but it looks like he's gunning for that side. If nothing else, just stay away from Mr. Strength. Seems like we're going to be using the killer on it, not the
Yeah.
killer werewolf. because it's already AV7, and Palm's just better.
Still a GFI. Or 2, actually, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, it's just 7.
Or 6. Okay, 7. Yeah, so 1 GFI. With only 1 reroll, that could be costly. You don't want to have to use your reroll on this turn when you want it for the ball.
Yeah.
But
Well, he does have sure hands, so he already does get the reroll on that.
I almost feel like he has to move his werewolf, who's getting the ball, into
Yeah.
scoring position, because if he doesn't, all his opponent has to do is just knock down that werewolf, and boom, it's over.
okay, well, at least the ghoul is an optional scorer.
So we can go down to the 6th line and be in scoring position with 2 GFIs, so he only has to do 1 GFI now with the werewolf. If he does the second one, he's only going to have to do 1 potentially just to get up there. 2 if he gets pushed back 1.
Yeah, I like covering the ball with this zombie, just in
Yeah.
case you fail to pick up.
But,
And I like picking the ball up before doing your blitz, just in case you fail the GFIs.
yeah, he's going to have to do 1 more, I feel. Because now if he gets pushed back, it's still not a great position. Only pushes, and we're going to have to eat it.
Yeah, you cannot reroll this. It's very likely that next turn will require GFIs or a handoff, so keeping your reroll is important.
Very interesting that he doesn't follow up here just to try and force dice.
That's
I know
because
it
he's
puts
just
your
getting hit
kill
for
harm's
free.
way.
He'd just get hit on a 2 dice for free, yeah.
That's one less guy that can get in front of your scoring threat, though.
True,
I think
and
he's
it is
going to
the
put him
tackle
next to the
player.
werewolf. That's probably what he's doing.
He just leaves him.
Or not.
I mean, I don't hate it, because obviously he's protecting his tackle hammer piece for overtime. But he's got regen. I mean, sometimes you just gotta get bold.
Regen, one of those skills that always works for your opponent and never for you.
It's true. Though we did see a failed regen already. But he's only badly hurt.
3, 4 players in scoring threat.
So
Yeah.
can you get a full elf screen in front of this ball?
I think
Probably.
for sure. Even with his sidestep, he can just roll 1 GFI, and then he's going to be already really annoying.
Yeah,
Then
full
everyone
elf
else
screen,
has
I
to,
believe, is the play here.
Yeah, he's got almost nobody marked up. He can just dodge out, get all he needs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
frenzy
with
players
Werewolf-
are rather good to bust through elf screens.
Yeah. I was about to say, the other problem is that with how far back he is, he actually has a lot of board coverage of where he can go.
And the tackle, yeah, you have to blitz this tackle werewolf because that thing is representing the largest scoring threat to your elf screen defense. At
Blitzing
least.
with the tackle piece, probably.
Yeah, you blitz with the tackle piece and then leave the tackle piece in another screen position.
Yeah. I don't know. If he knocks him down, I wouldn't be opposed to him just staying next to him. Because
Oh, yeah.
then the dodge isn't happening.
Yeah, this is a good screen spot too. Now you just move your other players into better screen spots and you're good.
Oh, that's even better. Although he can get surfed here. But
No, I don't think that's better because now the werewolf can just kind of try to get through where the Raj Elf is if he doesn't protect that enough.
It's going to have to protect this now. He's going to have to move more of his players to
Yeah.
screen better. Because right now there's a gap and it's rather easy to get through. It's one
I
of the
think
things
the
where
other
you
play is
wanted
that-
that wolf to make an extra GFI last turn because of this, but the question is, where is this strength 4 player going?
I think he has to end up next to the Raj. Yep.
Still bad.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is
Right
he
now-
needs his full movement to go forward, so he can't lose a square.
Yeah, but he can blitz as part of his movement.
Yes.
Okay, that's worse. That guy was
Yeah.
in a better spot where he was.
Right now, the wolf can probably get through this with just one dodge and a blitz.
That still doesn't help.
Yeah, that does
Needs
not
to
help
go
your
wider.
situation at all. Now he actually just freed up more tools for him to use. Yeah, I don't like that play at all.
Okay, that
Oh,
wrestle
jeez.
still not relevant.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
guy's
helps.
in a
Relevant.
spot.
That should
Relevant.
not have been his last place to put, though.
The most important piece, last move.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, now this is...
the best way to get through this is blitz that 13, the unskilled lineman, out of the way, and then it's just a 4-up, 3-up, 2 GFIs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can make it any better than that.
Now that looks about as good as it's going to get.
With the reroll and the dodge skill, that's actually rather likely to work.
I don't have the calculator or anything out, but I could say it's pretty close to 50
I've got it on my
at
phone,
least.
I'll put through.
I think the elves wanted to make more of a screen, and then they blobbed it.
60.5%.
I mean, Fiction's done a 1.7% play. I wouldn't be surprised.
So 60.5% to tie the game. I like those odds as the Necro player.
Yeah.
Especially
My only
in
problem
position
is
like this.
that is definitely probably going to use your reroll.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause,
for sure.
So,
It's 43% without reusing a reroll, so I mean,
Yeah.
Is that
actually only a third of the
43%
time.
without the dodge.
use your reroll.
yep. You're adding the GFIs too, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay, so...
4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus. So only in a third of the times you use your reroll and still succeed. So 2/3 of the time he goes to overtime with a reroll. 1/3 of the time he doesn't, and 40% of the time he's just
Now,
sun out
here
of
we
luck,
go.
not in.
did we miss something with the ghoul, is my question.
Oh, big hit on body whistler.
Yep.
Okay, let's see if the ghoul has a handoff play. You hand
That's
off to the
minus
ghoul.
movement.
The ghoul goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not easier
It's
with the
no
ghoul.
better.
It's 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus.
Interesting.
Or it's
of
4
note-
plus
No.
3 plus 2 plus 2 plus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't get into the end zone the easy way.
There's actually
ghoul.
more dodges
you're right,
than
I
we
see
were
now.
talking about before. It's actually going to
Oh.
be a...
Okay, I see. Yeah, there is more dodges.
So it's actually a 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2
Oof.
plus 2 plus.
Ooh.
Okay,
Which
so you do
is
just hand
way
off to the ghoul,
less.
right? You just hand off to the ghoul then. 1, 2. No, that still needs dodges.
The ghoul is
Yeah.
going to have the same path because
The
he's
problem
gotta
is
go
the ghoul has to
sideways.
go one to the side still, so even being 2 spaces up, you lost
Yeah.
your whole bonus off it.
His best chance is really risky.
It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.
I mean, it's his only chance. You gotta take that.
Yeah, I think he's working himself mentally up to it.
He's like, do I want to actually risk this?
1 in
or
3
what?
chance to score. It's not the worst.
Here we go. Oh, shit.
No.
And that's it.
Well, he didn't
That's
die,
game.
so.
That
A
still
big-
got decided by a fireball.
That's a big upset, right?
Yeah, that's huge. I'm pretty sure if we were going to look at the tipping, the side street chaps probably didn't have that many against. Gloom
Probably
Zoom.
not. This also opens up this whole corner of the bracket.
Yeah.
Didn't Gloom and Zoom win REL 1 last season?
This
They
season.
won this season with being first
This
place.
is straight off the bye. They
But,
are straight off the bye week into this.
I was just thinking last season, I swear I saw them going deep into the playoffs last time as well.
They did too. Necronomics won it last season though, which was another Rel 1 Necro team.
God, it's just so hard to keep track of all these wolves.
Yeah. They all got a strength 4 and a palm.
I know, right? Get that SPP, elves.
I think this is probably one of the more Elfie playoffs we've had in a while.
Are we going to see the turn 16 respect foul?
I would honestly call this guy crazy if he doesn't, like, foul one of these strength 4 wolves. And I'm pretty sure none of Rel 1 would hate to see it. I definitely wouldn't want to see it, because that's just, like, kick to the nuts if you lose a strength 4. But he'll just build another one is the scary part. Because, he's rolled 3 plus strength wolves.
Got the
We're
vanity
getting our
pass.
vanity.
That's a level. That's going to be very important for his next match.
Ooh, yeah.
Does he have a kick?
No turn 16 foul.
No kick,
So,
so kick is probably a very good pickup.
Yeah.
we got a level on Drake, the block zombie, and
The
the
Witch Elf with an
with
MVP.
his block.
That was an exciting match.
For sure. That fireball, though, I think just made it all happen.
I
Very
think the
low
real
SPP
the
game,
real
too.
turner was that the turn that the werewolf just like sat on the sideline waiting to get hit.
Oh yeah, that was also just... That should not have been left up.
And he didn't
And
even take the best chance. Like, it was a much easier chance to get this ball loose, and took the hard
POW
way, but
just
he still
bailed
got
him
it.
out.
Yeah. Though, looking at the block dice, it kind of looks pretty average. You got, like... How many breaks we got? 13 breaks to 11. Though the 11 was with 29 blocks and a foul. Or 43 for 13. Yeah. It's pretty decent dice both ways. I definitely think Fiction could have played that one a bit better. He just... Once he lost his wolf and his players, I think he just kind of lost where he was going with it.
I think the biggest thing, you look at the block dice, is that, wow, those elves were rolling hot.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Only 4 skulls. Whew. That's a lot of POWs.
4 skulls and 10 both downs to 12 stumbles, 12 pows. It's a lot. But he made good use of those dice. The dice gives you them, and you take them.
Yeah. 18 skulls for Gloom and Zoom just does not feel good.
No.
Quite a few double skulls as well.
Yeah. It's definitely all around. So you got any last things to wrap up this match?
I think it was well played from both sides. Unfortunate to see the fireball do that much damage, but
I mean, he didn't protect it. Is what we gotta say.
Certainly came down to the end. Gave himself a chance, and he went for it. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
This will be a shakeup for the expected matchup going forward. Do we know who sidestreet's going to be facing?
I believe he faces the winner of Gaudi and Andy Davo.
I feel like Gaudi's pretty favored in that matchup. Maybe I'm just biased though.
Well, it's certainly going to be a very interesting matchup because we know they're both great coaches.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be a Dark Elf mirror or a Dark Elf versus Skaven.
Yep.
I mean, they made it this far. It's rough.
Not to mention that whole corner of the bracket, the top left, has had quite a few upsets.
Now, I just want to say, these guys are one playoff match away from getting their own hype video. So, it's probably what's going to be driving half these teams, just get their video in and then try to win the Super Bowl after that.
In fact, let's see. So this whole corner of the bracket has... So those are the Andy Davo, Gaudi, and Rock Lobster in the top left. And then HUD is versus either myself or Random Guy. So it's looking to be quite the upset corner.
while you guys are here, when are your next matches?
Tomorrow morning, actually. Not too far away.
I already played my round of 32 match.
Okay. So
Yes, my game will be streamed by Metal at 11 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern Time.
there we go. So
Or
11 a.m.
4
EST.
p.m. Yeah, 11 a.m. EST, 4 p.m. European Time, GMT.
Yeah. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Definitely a upset, and it was a very fun match to watch. I wish we saw some more surfed wolves, but
One
not in
big
the
thing
cards.
we will have to say is that Side Street is not going to be happy about losing that witch for their next match.
For sure. Also, it was just that had like 13 players. Now we're back down to 12. Removal game can be a bit rough now.
No more frenzy wrestle sacking action.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks everyone for watching again, and I'm going to end the stream here. See ya.